Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Pine's Primal Perception. Today I'm going to share my very first experience with Archeo Shinar, I think is how you pronounce this, I'm not quite sure. This seems like an exploration game or something. It looked interesting, and it entered Steam Early Access a few days ago, and that's why I want to give it a shot. So let's take a look at the options menu first. The full screen and window, no borderless window apparently, and it didn't save what I entered the settings menu before because I wanted to change the resolution because it was weird. It didn't save this, but it seems to run on 1080p, even though it doesn't show that, so that's a little weird. Anyway, we have quality options and a train in-game. I guess that means tutorial or something, not sure. Separate sound slides, that's good. And there's a tutorial button. I guess we just press that and see. There's a train. Well, not quite a train, just a part of a train. Tutorial. Before you start playing, it's wise to learn the basics. That's why we've prepared this tutorial. Well, that's super wise of you. Here you can get to know all the features included in the main game. Remember to listen carefully to Kapi. She's your best advisor. She will explain the details, but it's fun to discover game secrets on your own, so don't expect to hear all mysteries. Okay. Hello my dear, noble friend. I'm Kapi, and I'm here to guide you through your first steps as an archaeologist. Oh, she's actually a cup. Okay. Today I want to show you some basics about your nearest future, but don't worry, this tutorial, like adventure, will be quite short. If you are interested to gather more necessary information, we have prepared the Archeopedia for people like you. Actually, I'm going to show you only beginner's moves, so if you want to learn more, please try to improvise or try Archeopedia. Are you ready? Let's start. Yours sincerely, Kapi. She writes letters. That's really neat of her. Create your character. Okay. Hello again, my friend. Oh no, it's not a letter anymore. That's unfortunate. Hello again, my friend. It's a pleasure to meet you. As you see, we are in the character creation section where you can show us what do you look like and who you are. It would be great to get to know you in your full glory. But stay calm, we will explain everything slowly, step by step. Really, you have to explain, what is it with the games recently? Like, that's the third game in a row, I think, I cover with PPP that has over-verbose tutorials. Like, what the hell? You don't have to explain a male-female tab thingy on your character creation screen to me. Like, I mean, okay. They put it in a nice, like, thematic thing. She asked you, can we start now? Firstly, answer me this. Are you brave man or not? But still, like, just, like, this is obvious. You don't have to guide me through this. Like, maybe this, explain this, but the rest is super self-explanatory. Seriously. Sure. Let's go with female, why not? Wonderful, my dear. I hope that your first and last names aren't some kind of top secret stuff. Yeah, my name is Kapi, and yours is... some kind... top secret. That's what she said, right? Oh, so you are from Top Secret family. But sure, I know someone with that last name. They must be proud of you, but let's talk about a more important thing. That's really dangerous, by the way, putting the game player's name in your text. If you want to see what happens if people try to fuck that up, go watch Awesome Games Done Quick and watch some runs where there are like character name votes before the game. There's some weird things. There's some really weird things. Anyway, let's get back to that. I'm pretty sure I know someone with that last name. They must be proud of you, but let's talk about the more important thing. I must know how you look. Unfortunately, I can't see you through the glass. So please, if it's not a problem, paint me your portrait. Oh, that's a picture of my... That's really funny. Yeah, let me do that. I don't need, like, seriously, I don't need help with... for the multiple choice character creator, like... Okay, so now let me help you with a little bit. When painting a portrait, you can change your hairstyle, your face, shade of your skin, and of course the clothes. That's pretty easy, so let the art speak for itself. Oh boy. Oh boy. All the hairstyles are terrible. Let's go with that one. I'm just gonna go with, wait, I'm just gonna go with that one. Sure. Apparently I'm not a good artist. Well, that was mean. It's not looking bad, it's just like, it's an interesting art style. What does this, oh wait, what? A secondary color or what? Yeah, I get that's skin tone. Why do I have a different skin tone on face than on body? What? That's weird. Let's not do that. Wow, I'm impressed. Good for you, my friend. Now at the end, we got to do just one last thing. Choose your stamp. It will represent you in the world, mainly on your letters and documentation, so you need to choose something that will also represent your personality. And then... What's that? Is that a bug or is that like a cuddly thing? No, it's a bug. Let's not go with the bug. Let's go with the fox or whatever that is. Well done. Now we can go to the next area. Can you click the done button? Unfortunately, I can't do it on my own. You know, I'm just a cop. Yeah, sure. You have a great talent. Your portrait exposes your beauty. As you can see, we are in your office, which we will call the lobby. This is your space for work, relaxation, and the most important room in the whole institute building. From here, you can write a letter to your rival, listen and manage our playlist, and view all statistics. Also, you can look to the right corner where you see your bank account status and current reputation. Now you have. So this is a bunch of text that doesn't actually tell me anything. Like, the way the tutorial is presented is nice and cute, but surely I'm not a fan of the content so far. Like, it doesn't tell me anything. Like, seriously. It just lists a bunch of options I have, which don't have any meaning to me yet, so whatever. I have 2,000 pounds and 0 points of reputation. That's up there, okay. After the short introduction, we can start preparing your first expedition. Your main responsibility during the whole archaeological career is to prepare and host as many good archaeological expeditions as possible. In exchange for doing it, well, you will receive money and earn reputation in the academic world. Now let's check available expeditions. Can you click on the proper page? I guess that one? Yeah. Oh, we're so lucky today. Here is one really nice expedition to try. So without necessary talk, let's open it. Archaeology expedition. Okay. It has a required skill in archaeology. Required explorers 5. We get 3 reputation and money. And recompense. Whatever that is. As you can see, the expedition window has many important information you need to know. Later on, they will be very useful, especially when you need to decide which expedition is the best for you. Many information? That's actually pretty minimal. Well, whatever. Now let me explain. Required skill is the most... God damn it. Super verbose tutorials are as annoying as super minimalistic tutorials. That's just... It's hard to find a good balance, I know, but seriously. Required skill is the most important skill during random quests on expedition. I will tell you more details about them later. Required explorers is the number of explorers you have to pick for each... Yeah, sure. I would not have expected that. A little bit lower, you can see rewards which you will receive for a successful expedition. Here you can win 3,200 pounds and 3 points of reputation. The recompense is an amount of money you will get if you fail. Okay. Even if we fail, we get something. Remember, the more demanding the expedition is, the higher the requirements and rewards are. What does that mean? The more exploitation, money, and recompense you can earn from an expedition, the difficulty level grows. If anything is clear now, we can begin. Sure. Now you need to pick explorers. I wonder if they balance that though. Like, if the recompense is higher for a more risky mission, then you will probably... Like, there's a good incentive to always go for the riskier missions, but well, we'll see. Now you need to pick explorers who will go on this expedition. Later on you will have more of them in your team, but now let's check this Gold 5, I like to call them that. Every explorer has its own statistics. To pick the best possible team for your expeditions, you need to check the current status to see if he or she will fit nicely. Now let's check that first one from the left side. Robert Mond, apparently. Press right mouse button? Why? Guess the left mouse... Maybe the left mouse button is for selecting? It's a little unintuitive. Well, I guess Cappy explains it to us, so... So now when you are familiar with the status of your explorer, you can close the statistic page and pick all 5 explorers for the expedition. So they have different skills: ecology, history, linguistics, blah blah blah, combat, geology, survival, exploration, attitude. I think that's the attitude towards you. I saw that on the store page somewhere. They get a salary. So yeah, okay, so left clicking is select them then. Could still, like, right click for statistics is still a little weird. Sure. Great, our team is complete, so we can proceed. That rhymes. Let's get something clear. Will there be coffee for me? Probably. Okay, here we can take some items with us on the expedition. Later on, you will be able to take any booster and any simulant you wish. I'll explain that in the future. Why do you mention it now then? But now I suggest to take this shovel. It will be very handy, my friend. When you're ready, we can begin. Shovel. The key to success is obtaining ancient artifacts is digging. But not with your hands, silly. Use this shovel instead. It gives a better chance to find the things hidden deep under the ground because it adds +3 to ecology. So let's shovel dirt in order to find some long forgotten treasures. Are you up for the challenge? +3 to A. That's a weird mix of like fluff text and mechanics speaking. That's a little strange. Mechanics language. Now we get. I guess that's the expedition already. Like that's days past and things happening. Let's stop for a while. As you can see, we found a random quest for your explorers. Those are mini tasks during which your staff can find some very interesting things. I suggest to send Robert Mont on your first random quest and see how he deals with it. Okay, begin. Ruthless success. You found Greek statue. Well, wonderful. I didn't expect you would do it so well. Now you have to have the magnificent Greek statue. Okay. Statue. Blank market value. Lots of pounds. Apparently. I guess that was a skill check of some sort. Okay, my friend, now it's your turn to have some fun. We found a second random quest, so now I want you to pick an explorer. Forward and see if your choice is just. This quest requires ecology, and you should choose explorers with the highest ecology skill to succeed. You can always check the statistics with a right click, ready, pick explorer. That's like not a complicated decision. 18, 19, 20. I wonder if there are more factors besides just pick the one with the highest stats, because that would be very boring. Unforgettable failure. Randall prize learn +1 ecology. Okay, so they learn through their mistakes. That's good. That was a really huge bad luck, but don't worry, sometimes everybody fails. Thomas A. Edison said once, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If you fail a random quest during the expedition, you don't lose what you have collected during the other random quests. The success or failure of expeditions depends on a balance between successful and failed random quest results. Okay, let's keep going. What? On a balance? What? On a balance? Why on a balance? Do I not want to succeed at as many as possible? This is the last stop in our very first expedition. As you can see, this random quest is pretty uncommon because it requires 3 explorers. Normally it requires 1 or 2 of them. Also it demands 2 different skills, so it will be much harder to end it successfully. But let's try it anyway. Are you lucky enough? I'm pretty sure the deck is stacked here because this is a tutorial, but sure. Don't worry, next time will be better. Now let's check the final results of our expedition. They didn't learn. Maybe they just learned through doing it and not just through mistakes. Let's see, we ended up in failure, but you received the Greek statue artifact, which is very valuable. Also, I failed the main expedition as well. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, you didn't earn any reputation points, and Robert Mont has his first phobia, which we call fears. Fears permanently decrease your explorer statistics, and there is no way to cure them. Oh, it's a little bit like Darkest Dungeon, I guess. Maybe there will be a new branch of medicine in the next century to deal with phobias, but unfortunately, there's no such thing right now. That's a cute reference. To sum up, it's not the worst, so do not feel down, you have a great potential. Okay, sure. Now let's check all documentary and mails waiting for you in the lobby. So I gotta, doesn't allow me to show you, like, who got this and what is it exactly. So the expedition itself was very boring, but I guess the focus of the game is on the stuff between expeditions, like choosing the right explorers and stuff. We'll see. Oh, you received only 2 letters, so this will be quick. As you probably suppose, you have to pay a salary to your employees. If you can't afford it, you can postpone it to the next expedition, but remember, you can't do it forever. 3 strikes to the end, this is our rule. Now let's check the mail. Firstly, we have to pay £1,000 to your explorers, and we need to do it now. Also receive £500 of compense for that failed expedition, so your budget is still in a good condition. Okay, open. Explorer salary. Your explorer's total salary £1,000. Pay. And we get £500 for recompense. We're done here. Let's take a look at our expeditions globe once again. Oh, It would be nice to be able to click the globe. That would be good. But good UX, but whatever. As you can see, we have only one available expedition. So would you be so kind and check its status? Oh, this one is quite interesting. Your explorers have to be good at ecology and history, so you should manage them wisely. But we have a small problem right here. It requires 6 explorers, but you got only 5. We need to go to the labor market to hire someone. Okay. Yeah, there's only one available. Good, my this tutorial is super hand-holdy and linear. Good, my friend, this is our labor market, the place where you can look for new explorers to your team. Currently, there is only one lucky archaeologist who you are going to hire right now. Okay, so he has pretty good ecology stats, and the rest is pretty, well, decent. Well, average or bad, I guess. Attitude, risky, stimulants, gin. Dreams about lovely house in the countryside, also has purpose. Great. Great, we have a new teammate now, so you can go back to the quarters. I will show you how you can manage your explorers there. Quarters, huh? That reminds me of the good old times in dormitories. But anyway, let's get back to work. This is the place where you can look at your explorers' files and change them a little bit. You can improve their work attitude, make them learn something useful, or even fire them if you want. Let's take a look at the Robo's Mont's files. As you can see, he can attend a lesson that will improve his skills. This is your explorer, so I will not interfere. Choose the attribute which you want him to develop. Okay, so I guess that's like experience or something. Wanted to be a private detective, but ended up here. Okay, he's good at ecology. Yeah, let's improve that stat. Oh, I can't. Linguistics, 50, exploration. Let's give him, like, exploration is a secondary biggest skill. I have a feeling it will be beneficial to have, like, not have good averages, but like have extremes, like have 1 or 2 skills be really high and the others really low, or don't care for the others. But it's probably more important to have like 1 or 2 skills really high than have all of them at decent levels. But that's just an assumption right now, but let's go with that assumption and go for exploration. Well done. Now I would like to invite you on a small shopping, so let's go to the merchant company. Let's do that. Finally, we're here. As you can see, our local merchant company is quite different from the ones you had in your area. Here you can buy both stimulants and boosters, which will be usually useful during your whole career. Boosters are items which improve your stats for one expedition, like that shovel we used last time. Now we're interested only in buying a box of gin for Robert Mont and the rest of your crew. Why? Stimulants like this will help them avoid phobias. Is that how you pronounce that, by the way? Phobias? Phobias? I don't know. I'm not a native speaker, sorry, sometimes I mess up words. We buy gin. Okay. Gin isn't as old as blah blah blah. 244 pounds. Lots of text. Fine. It's very important to avoid phobias because sadly they can't be cured, so in the future equip stimulants as often as possible. So we give him gin and he will act normally. That's a pretty grim look on life, but well, hey, you know what? I got an idea. It's a lucky day today. Maybe we can buy you a land. Come on, let's have some fun. Property management, we're coming. We don't have that much money left. You can buy property for 900 pounds? What you see here is a simplified version of the map of our region. From here you are able to buy, sell and manage the lands. Up there you can check the current bid land. Let's see if it's worth your time and money. It's dark. Well, that's not the best possible land, but it has some potential. Let's try to buy it. I think you can bid it for something about 500 pounds. Population density for within White Meadow. Okay. Let's go a bit cheaper. You can build a lot of useful buildings on your land. Did I get it? I'm not sure if I got it. Land selling price 300. Does this mean I got it? I'm not sure. For example, there's a casino which will generate some income, or else you can build your very own luxury cruise steamboat. Why? Because it's awesome. And also you can decrease your employee salaries by giving them an opportunity to relax on this fancy ship. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot about the one last pledge which I want to show you today. Do you read newspaper? I bet you do. So please follow me to the press tab. Didn't even explain this, like, completely. Like, what? Weird. As you probably know, the press has a great power. Any word printed there is much more important than any other thing today, truth included. This is why it is important to sell them the exclusive license for your stories from the last expedition. In return, each editorial office offers you favors. Okay. Because of the failure of our first expedition, the only magazine interested in our stories is the Age of Decadency journal. They have a bad reputation, but the biggest number of readers on the market, so we should pay them a visit. Uh-huh. Level of interest, half-hearted, relation uncommitted. Okay. As you can see, they have a long history of converting boring stuff into something exciting, but they are also quite demanding, so if your story bores them, you will lose their favor. Wait, if they... that makes no sense. So they turn boring stuff into something exciting, but if my story is boring, they will not care. So, what? What? Let's give them the exclusive license for hours and go home. You should know that you have only one extra per turn with gazettes. That's because you only have one story to tell. Choose your friends carefully, my dear. If exclusive license. Okay. The Age of Decadency journal was interested in your expedition. You received one... Oh, that's the Age of Decadency journal's favor. Okay. Dealing with TAODJ, you can use your favors to publish articles about your competitors. This should decrease their reputation, but also you can lose yours. To make sure your reputation is safe, you should publish only the anonymous satires, but it will cost you 5 favors. And for example, for 3 favors, TAODJ will print ridiculous about your target. In result, he or she will lose 3 points of reputation, but you also are going to lose 1 point. Okay. Alright, we have accomplished every task I planned for you today. Now we can start on an expedition. Let's hope it will be better this time. Please go back to the expedition's globe. She doesn't even let me. Where do I do that? I guess if probably next turn or something. This tutorial is really weird. Like, I don't know. It's very weirdly structured. Now it's your turn to have some fun, but this time I'm not going to interfere. You will manage all your explorers as you wish, and I'll only comment your decisions from time to time. Deal? So let's let the adventure begin. Sure. So I mean, this is gonna be pretty straightforward. We only have one expedition to choose from, and we need 6 explorers. We only have 6 explorers. So what? What? Are you kidding me? And oh, you can drag it. Okay. I tried that. Oh, you can't. Okay, you can drag it, but you have to be careful where you click. I can't drag from here. I can click here though. Drag here. Sure. Next, select items. We have gin. Let's go with that. And go on expedition. We need to be good at history with 2 people. He's not. 13, 20, 16. Failure. Great. You know, I love history. This is the one and only lady in my life. But unfortunately, for your explorers, it's black magic. Right. That didn't help. This also is just like wasting time. Like, can I click through it? Something? I don't know. Probably not. Now we need survival. 15, 21, 24, 20. So. Success. Survival is one of the most important skills in the life of archaeologists. Imagine an invasion of undead dinosaurs. You need to know how to survive. Thankfully, you have a great team. Okay. Yeah, whatever, we just choose them. Success. Archaeology is pretty exciting. I just love the thrill of discovering forgotten treasures or cultural cult items. My soul smiles when it happens. Okay. And now we get the end result, which is success. Great. Well done, my friend. I see you're a really fast learner. Well, I didn't really do okay. But remember, in real world, every random quest has its own time limit, so you have to plan everything even faster. Now let's get back to your office. Like, do you mean like real time or like turn-based? I assume turn-based, right? Like from day to day. Letters. Expedition reward. Okay. Whoa, you've earned a lot of money. Your reputation has also improved, so from now on you will be much more respected in the institute. I'm so proud of you. Okay, cool. Salary. Alright, you're kinda rich now, so it's not a problem for you to pay your explorers. Do you remember what I told you last time? You can postpone studies Maximum 2 times, but you can't do it forever. 3 strikes to the end, this is our rule. I guess the game, like it's game over if you can't do it for the 3rd time, I assume. Race without motivation. Robert Mont asked you for a race yesterday. You asked why, but there was no real answer to your question because stuff. Because life is expensive, just because you said, I will consider it tomorrow. And guess what? It's tomorrow now. What's your call? 20-pound race for Explorer, don't bother. Oh, that's interesting. Robert Mont has an uncommon request for you. He's asking for a race, but he is not going to tell you the reasons. Sometimes during your ecological career, you will have to deal with similar random problems by yourself. But this time I want you to accept his request. We can't lose him. Okay. I guess. New land bought. Great, you just bought it. Oh, now it succeeded. Okay. Oh, we won. That's something I didn't expect. The price was quite cheap, so we made a great deal by participating in the auction. Now let's see your first property. Okay. Good, my friend. Now let's talk how to properly manage the properties. Go visit your land. As you can see, this is your land management center. Here you can find its name and statistics, as well as the option to build a property. Here check the list of available buildings. Details 40, fertility, population density 20, urbanization 10, white meadow. Build property. Okay, so we can raise a few buildings here. Today I recommend you to build the train station. Why, you ask? It will expand the capacity of your equipment, which you can take on expedition. And in addition to that, it will bring you another expedition option in every round. Train station. Is that explained anywhere? There. Ah, yeah, there we go. Description. There isn't too much space for your luggage, stimulants, and boosters, but there could be more. With every new train station, you get new optional expeditions every turn. Positive features, negative features, urbanization. Okay. Not quite as verbose as the tutorial, but also less clear, I think. Alrighty then, as you know, every important property should have a manager who will be in charge. We have a great staff, but there's only one man who is fit for this role. It's Robert Mont, again. This tutorial is very centric around Robert Mont. So we choose a manager, okay. Now it's time to take the precious step in our first journey, but please do whatever I say. We're going to the black market, so we have to be extremely careful. Sure. What does the manager have to do with all of this? And why did we have to pick him and not someone else? Psst, be quiet and listen to me. We're on the black market right now. This is the place where you can illegally, god damn it, I'm a little tired, sorry. Illegally trade artifacts, buy and sell. But it's quite risky because sometimes there is a high probability that royal police will confiscate them. Okay. Oh, I see there is a high demand for the Greek statue artifact, and as I remember, we have it in our storage. That's a great occasion for us. You see, if any artifact is demanded on the black market, there is no risk of confiscating it, and you can be 100% sure someone will buy it. Okay, that's cool. I think we should sell the quick statue now because it will secure our future. Also, I personally think we should seize every similar opportunity, so please sell it. However, there is another way to take advantage of artifacts. You can exchange them for reputation in your museum or on silent auctions. But you have to build your museum firstly, or ask Royal Ecology Gazette to organize that event. Okay. Sell chance 6%. I thought it was on demand and therefore 100% chance? I'm a little confused. And why is there... What does this mean? 750 pounds, 750 pounds, 1,500 pounds? Sell for 600. Why do I sell for even less? What's going on here? Margin 8.5, risk high. Oh, I can choose what to... Oh. Oh, okay, so that's a slider. That was not obvious. And the more expensive I make it, the higher chance of... Or the lower the chance of actually selling it. Okay. Did I sell it? Was that chosen next day again? Probably. I think we have wasted enough time. Let's start a brand new expedition, but this time it will be a real thing. For every random quest, you will have a time limit. Set yourself and let's go like a time limit, like a real time limit. That would be really weird. Before you choose your next expedition, keep in mind that the difficulty of every random quest on your voyage depends on reward and reputation points and money. Recompense and even on required explorers. The higher the reward, the more difficult the journey. Same with recompense. With required explorers, it's opposite. Choose wisely and don't blame fate. After all, it's your decision. We have a treasure hunt, which has 2 skills, 5 reward explorer, 1 reputation, 1200 in reward and 100 in recompense. That sounds pretty bad. Let's take a look at the other one. Yeah, that looks more up to the task, so it's probably harder to do, but rewards are better, so go with that. We need archaeology and history. We can't do the other guy now because he's a manager, like he's managing the land now. Okay, sure. And we go with these 5, I guess. So will it give me a real time limit now, like a real time limit? It will. Wow, that's the nail in the coffin for me, to be honest. Like, I was not super impressed so far, but this is just such a clash of themes and not even an interesting mechanic. Like combat, what was the other one? Combat, cavalry, and archaeology. 18, 17, 18, 1936, 21, 19, 44. So we go for this guy. Success, yay. Also, the UI is terrible. Like, while I'm looking at the statistics, I don't see a time limit. Like, what the hell? 18, 21, 24. Not 24, 44. Technology. 36. Okay, like these decisions are just not interesting. And putting a time limit on them doesn't make them more interesting either, so this is just weird. I'm not sure where the game is trying to go with all of this. Oh, we spent great time together, but unfortunately I must leave you for now. I'm very proud of you, so remember to be brave to experiment, and if something is unclear, just ask me. Literally click on me, and I will show you our Archaeopedia. It's the best source of knowledge. Farewell, my good friend. Okay. Tutorial summary, some kind of top secret learned basic. Yeah, I remember that I chose that name. Some kind of top secret has no idea how to change the person's attitude. Some kind of top secret is going to experiment with mechanics to learn more. Okay. Oof. Also, apparently career is not enabled yet. As I just said, I'm not impressed. Quite the opposite. I doubt... Like, I'm gonna keep this on my list and give it another go when it actually fully releases. But I don't think this is the kind of game I will enjoy, to be honest. It's a weird mix of mechanics. None of them look particularly interesting so far. The tutorial was extremely verbose while still being fairly unclear and unhelpful. The art style is a weird mix as well. Like having some parts being colored and some not, and I don't know, there's a lot of time-wasting animations going on. In general, the UI is not great. I mean, sure, those are things you can improve during early access, but still, the core mechanics seem... I'm not sure if flawed, but at least not to my liking. So, yeah. And I doubt those will change. But yeah, maybe it piqued your interest. If so, link is in the description below, as always. It's called Archeo Shinar, I think, or how you pronounce that. I'm TH Pine, thanks all for watching. Have fun and see you next time.